King's Cross echoed with activity. People wandered to and from the platforms, all blending together in an almighty crowd. Coaches stood alongside, spotless and tidy, preparing for the next trains. On a siding, a silver steam engine, sporting a sleek, streamlined body, sat comfortably. Spencer hadn't been to London for years, and felt very nostalgic. It was this very station he and his siblings would depart from, pulling long expresses across the main line. It wasn't exactly the same, but it was still recognisable. The Duke and Duchess had business in London, and asked if their engine could wait in the station, as a temporary display. The station master agreed, and so Spencer stood, with his singular coach. Despite his presence and status, the reaction he got was underwhelming at best. There were those who stopped to admire him, and there were even a few who took a photo. The majority, though, carried on walking, as if he didn't exist. Spencer grew more dismayed, but thought best to not make a scene. He knew his owners wouldn't be all that pleased if he caused disruption, especially in a station like this. A loud horn bellowed through the station, and Spencer observed a diesel backing down on a train close by. The diesel was nothing special by his standards. It was long, noisy, and painted in a dull blue with no shine. The buffers were grimy, and the engine growled unpleasantly. It coupled up to the coaches and looked over to the silver engine. "Oh, one of you," she sniffed, "here for one of those rail tours?" "I'm here on business," Spencer snapped. "Business relating to my owners." The diesel raised an eyebrow, until she noticed the nameplate. "Oh, I believe I've heard of you. You belong to the Duke and Duchess of Boxford." "The very same," Spencer said grandly, "and rightfully proud of it." "So, you're simply here to take up space, while your owners tend to whatever business they have?" Spencer snarled. "I'm on display, to give this station a bit more life. With engines like you around, it has clearly been missing it." "Coming from a filthy stench that's very rich," laughed the diesel. "I've seen the crowds. Most of them clearly have more important things to dwell on than give you any attention." "Well, at least I get attention," retorted Spencer, "compared to you and your kind, who all blend into one entity." "Ah, but I don't need extensive attention to feel fulfilled. I have it from simply doing my jobs." Spencer cackled hysterically. "What would you know about fulfillment? I gain fulfillment knowing I'm one of the fastest engines in the world, owned by two powerful figures. I'm at the top, far above you and your kind. What do you do that is anywhere near that level?" It was not the first time someone challenged him, and each time he would bring up his position. When he did, the engine in question would struggle to reply, having nothing to counter. Strangely, the diesel didn't satisfy him with such a response. Instead, she smirked. "What do I do? It's perfectly simple. I serve the community." Spencer frowned. He wasn't sure where this was going. "This train behind me," the diesel continued. "It will carry hundreds of people who have places to go. It is me who is their servant, to make sure they reach their destinations on time. I feel fulfilled knowing I helped them. If not passengers, then there are goods to be delivered. Coal, oil, supplies, food, anything that is useful to people. It is me and my companions who pull them. What do? I do actual work. Real work." She stared hard at Spencer. Perhaps it is I who should ask you. What do you do in this day and age that is anywhere near that level? Spencer was stunned. Now it was him who struggled to reply. Eventually, though, he did. What do you mean? You know what I do. You said you heard of me. Ah, yes. You run around the country carrying 2 people. 2 important people, yes. And perhaps you carry guests of theirs on occasion. But at minimum, just 2. Spencer had lost his voice. He wanted to protest, to clash back. But there was nothing he could think of. He couldn't describe what he was beginning to feel, but it wasn't good. The diesel wasn't finished. I remember many engines like you when I was first built. You used to contribute, hauling long, heavy expresses. Not dissimilar to this train, in fact. Now I still see engines like you, but they still contribute by pulling rail doors or running on those heritage lines. I don't think much of those, but they do have a purpose: to entertain, to display what once was, for those who never saw it. What about you? Have you pulled any tours? Or any trains for that matter as of late? Spencer grew cold. His first instinct was to lie. But there was no fooling this engine. No, I have not. He looked away, not wanting to see the diesel's face, which showed nothing but devilish satisfaction. As I thought. Just then, the guard blew the whistle. The diesel roared proudly. Well, I must be off now. These people have places to be, and then I'll have another lot to bring back into London. Can't let them down. With a blast of her horn, she rumbled away towards the main line. Spencer watched her, and all the coaches that trundled behind. He remembered having that many coaches of his own. How majestic it felt departing London. That was a long time ago. He always prided himself in his position, that he was unlike any other engine, and held an important responsibility. As the diesel's words repeated in his smokebox, time and time again, he slowly realized, with this position, how much he had lost.